Another place in the Quran, Allah says, سَخَّرَ لَكُم مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا مِّنْهُ. He subdued for you. Sakhara is actually used for domesticating animals, like a wild horse. When you calm it down and it's kind of now, it's lost its pride and it's subjugated before its master. سَخَّرْتَ الْفَرَسِ. You've subjugated the horse and now it's domesticated. Now it's under your control. It listens to you now when you whistle or something, or do whatever they do. That's taskhir of an... Allah says He did taskhir of the skies and the earth for you. مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا مِّنْهُ. And you're wondering, like the exhaustive universe, how infinitely vast the universe is. All of it has been subdued for us? How? How has it been subdued? Because our idea of subdued is, well, it's under our control then. Because when an animal is subdued, it's under our control. Now, a lot of things in the world, are they under our control? Yeah. We are able to manipulate and control resources on this earth like nobody else. We're able to create things out of the material, the raw materials of this earth like nobody else. No other creature has been able to do with these raw materials what human beings were capable of doing. And that the example of that is everything down to the building we're sitting in, the clothes we're wearing, the technology we're using to broadcast this. This is all made of the raw materials made available on this earth. And in that sense, Allah did subdue this entire earth for us. He did. But the skies is another story. How did He subdue the skies? Some are of the opinion that eventually Allah will give us, ways of space travel because of these ayat. It's like, okay, we don't have it yet, but we'll get there. And we're gonna have intergalactic travel and Star Wars got nothing on us and we're gonna, warp speed and all of it, But I think there's a more practical explanation here. And that is that, when you study the vastness of the universe, and when you talk to scientists that study the vastness of the universe, then you'll find a common theme among them. And the common theme is the universe is full of all kinds of chaos. There are all kinds of explosions of the magnitude that we can't even imagine, happening all the time. Entire star systems get destroyed. Planets get warped. Black holes in the universe. I mean, if you can imagine the impact of the explosion of a bomb and the effect that would have on an ant, that's nothing compared to the kinds of explosions and the kinds of impacts and the kinds of, activity that's happening in the universe. And they describe it basically as chaos. What's happening in the universe is what? Is chaos. And any one of those gigantic meteors, if at any point, because they're moving all over the place, so they're like, this earth is pretty awesome, but I'm really nervous as a scientist because, we got lucky this far, but it could be that at any moment, one of those giant meteors or one of those giant, hurling objects in space comes and does what? Hits this planet and we're done. It's finished. So it could be in a matter of a second that all life on this earth is gone. Allah Azza wa Jal, for those who observe and study the vastness of the universe and see the kind of destruction that is possible within the universe, humbles the human being by reminding them, He subdued that wild creature of the skies and He kept it at bay and nothing strikes you. Nothing strikes you. They have movies made of like a meteor coming towards the earth and the earth is going to get destroyed and we have to now get a spaceship and get on the meteor and blow it up before it hits the earth. Stupid stuff. When Allah decides this, right, you ain't getting on no rocket to get on no meteor. That ain't happening. It's going to be done with. But Allah Azza wa Jal has subdued and kept them at bay. It's almost like saying, you are in the proximity of a wild animal. And Allah has gone out of His way to calm down the wild animal. Like Allah calmed down the fire for Ibrahim alayhi salam. Kuni bardan wa salaman. Be cool. Be a source of peace on Ibrahim alayhi salam. That's the impact. And in that sense, also the earth. Look, the earth is capable of volcanic eruptions. The earth is capable of earthquakes. The earth is capable of cracking open. The earth is capable of, tectonic shifts, and entire tsunamis can hit and drown us even if we're hundreds of miles away from sea. There are waves possible that can actually wipe all of us out in no time. Okay? And this stuff, people who study geology say, yeah, that could actually happen at any time too. So even the earth is capable of just letting loose, going crazy. But Allah did what to the earth? Subdued it. He humbled the earth. He kept it calm. And this is actually something that at the end of the cycle of the world, when the world does come to an end, when Allah Azza wa Jal decides that this world is no longer meant to serve this purpose, now the Day of Judgment is going to begin. Then, one of the expressions for the earth is وَأَخْرَجَتِ الْأَرْضُ أَثْقَالَهَا. The earth will bring out its heavy burdens. Like it's been holding its breath, it's been wanting to explode. And it's just like... And finally Allah says, go ahead. And it just goes crazy. The oceans start boiling over. إِذَا الْبِحَارُ سُجِّرَتْ فُجِّرَتْ. Oh my God. The oceans just start exploding and boiling over. The earth starts getting stretched. إِذَا الْأَرْضُ مُدَّتْ وَأَلْقَتْ مَا فِيهَا وَتَخَلَّتْ. It starts getting stretched, and whatever's inside it starts getting thrown. It starts throwing out whatever it's had. And takhallat is actually used when a mother gives birth and goes, ah. When the baby comes out and she feels that relief, Allah describes the earth is going to be like, I'm holding so much inside me that I just want to spit out. And it's going to give it out, and finally the earth is going to go, ah. The image of alqat ma fiha wa takhallat is like a sheet, like a crumpled up sheet on a bed with stuff on it, and you yank it, and everything just pops up. You know? That's the image of what's going to happen with the earth. But until then, سَخَّرَ لَكُمْ. He subdued it for you. خَلَقَ لَكُمْ مَا فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا. Another interpretation of مَا فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا has actually been, the جَمِيعًا goes back to أنتم. يعني أنتم جَمِيعًا. Meaning, He created whatever is on this earth for all of you, all together, for humanity to share at large. And by the way, the conversation here began with Ya ayyuhan nas, people. So all people were supposed to share the resources on the earth. This was supposed to be a place we had to learn to coexist. This was not a place where all human beings, by the way, you will learn later on, inshallah, when you get to surahs like Surah Al-Ma'idah and other places, we're going to learn that actually for the majority of the world's existence, Allah's plan was not to make everybody Muslim. We're supposed to carry out the da'wah, yes. We're supposed to be able to preach the message of Islam. But the history of humanity, and even the future of humanity, until a very late time, almost right before the Day of Judgment, right at the end, you find the entire earth is believer. But for the vast majority of the career, the story of humanity, humanity was supposed to have been diverse. It was supposed to be a mix of Christians and Jews and Buddhists and others and, Seekers and Muslims. They were supposed to be there, and Allah opened the blessings of this earth for who? For all of them. For all of them. And this is actually part of the plan of Allah. That He, Ya ayyuhan nas, that's where the conversation began. He's the one who created the world for you. All of it, all together. Because the blessings of the earth were the way by which human beings could find their way back to Allah.